by the time it's that time, your point is already growing, because even people in Sweden are registered. So guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel today. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming today. So my name is Bosinola. If you're meeting me for the first time, and I stay here in Sweden, Linköping, Sweden. Yeah, I'm a master student here. And so today, from my last video that I did about the most important thing to do for you to when you move into Sweden, like the most important, like the first most important thing, I put out the video, and then I got some comments about how to get accommodation in Sweden. Now that is what this video is about. So if you want to know how you will get an accommodation before you move into Sweden, so stay to the end of this video, because at the end of this video I'm also going to be showing how a typical student apartment is, like a corridor room in Sweden. I'm going to be giving you like an overview of how the room looks like. So without further ado, let me jump right into the video. How do you get an accommodation in Sweden? Yeah, before you move into Sweden, it's always advisable for you to get an accommodation ready, because that will save you a lot of stress. Like that's the best thing that you can do for yourself. But then how do you get this accommodation? If you're a student and you want to move, you're coming to Sweden, I would advise you that you should register on, for example, in Linköping, we have some students, some housing, we have some student housing agency, and we have normal housing agency. For example, in Linköping, we have Heimstaden and Studentbostäder. For Studentbostäder, they are the ones who rent out apartment, like the major housing agency that rent out apartments to students in Linköping, which I know that they also have presence in other schools also. For example, in Lund, I think in Lund, Heimstaden. If you check on Heimstaden, I'll put the link on my description box so that you can go there. Now, what do I have to say? In Sweden, there's something they call queue points. Like most apartments, you have to queue. You have to be on the queue to get the apartment. For Studentbostäder, you have to be on the queue. The higher your queue, because when they put out apartment for rentage, there are people who are already queuing there. Every day count for you. Like when you register on their website, for example, in Studentbostäder, when you register on their website, then your points starts counting from that day. So when they put out an apartment, so the person with the highest points gets the apartment. You understand? That's how it works for Studentbostäder. But for Heimstaden, it's a different case. When you register on Heimstaden and you get an apartment, like you see like an advert of an apartment that is vacant, then you can apply. So I think the earlier the better. No, like the fastest takes it. Like the first person to apply to the apartment takes the apartment. So that's just the difference between the Heimstaden apartment and the Studentbostäder. The Studentbostäder, you would be on queue to get that, and for the Heimstaden, you don't have to be on queue. Just get registered and apply for the apartment. Now, my advice for you is, if you are watching me, that's why it's so important for you to watch this video. See, if you are watching me at this time and you are already looking to migrate to or to move to Sweden, please go to Studentbostäder and register on their website now, so that by the time it's like when your admission comes out, by the time it's that time, your point is already growing, because even people in Sweden are registered. So if you are registered, that means you're competing with people already here. For me, I've registered since 2021. Yeah, so that when I was not even in Sweden, that was when I registered on Studentbostäder, even though I didn't get like apartment from them later, because it was taking too much time. So I had to, somebody told me about Heimstaden back home, and so I had to register on Heimstaden, and I was able to get like an apartment with Heimstaden. Now, I would advise you that right now you can even start searching for apartments. Okay, let me just say, I think admission list should be out in April, because this is March. Today is March 4. Admission should be out in April. So you should, because once you register, I think they used to ask for admission letter or something. So that will like that's what you will use to like apply on the website for Studentbostäder or Heimstaden. Then for other schools, I think they should have Heimstaden or Studentbostäder. I don't know. However, aside from housing agency, we have other places where you can get apartments. You can get on Facebook Market. You can get on ESN, that's the student or the student union. You can get on ISA. So just do your research. You can, like, I need to tell you that once you go out of, if you're not getting an appointment through the housing agencies, please, if you're getting an apartment from Facebook, it might probably be a second-hand apartment, like hand to hand. You understand, like you renting it from a landlord or from somebody who rented it from an housing agency that is giving it to you, like second hand. Please be careful. There are a lot of scammers out there. Be careful, please. I don't want you to fall victim of them. So when you are having when you are having like agreement with anyone that is outside the housing agency, please guys, please, I'm begging you, I wouldn't want that for you. Please don't fall victim. There are so many scammers on Facebook Market, on all these social media platforms where you can get the apartment. You can actually get, I'm not saying you cannot get, but be careful, okay? When you are signing an agreement, be careful. I want to tell you the story about how I got my own apartment before I moved into Sweden. Maybe that can also help you also. When I was in Nigeria, after I got my admission, and I was so worried about getting an apartment because I know that to pay for hotel will be, I don't have the money to pay for hotel, so I needed an apartment so badly. So I registered on Studentbostäder, like I've said. I kept on checking Studentbostäder. I was not getting an apartment, but I got an apartment because I registered earlier. So I got an apartment around maybe around March or April or something, or maybe June. I can't really remember, but I actually got an apartment with Studentbostäder. After they checked out my document and they saw that I'm still not in Sweden, they cancelled the apartment. They said, since you're not in school, you're resuming in August, so it will be a waste for us to keep the apartment for you. So they withdrew the apartment from me, which I was not hungry. So when it was moving closer to when I should come into Sweden, there was no apartment. People that were on queue were people that had like 1,000 something points, 2,000 something points, and I was just there with maybe 100 points. So it was so hard until one of my friends now told me that, have you checked Heimstaden website? What's Heimstaden? So he gave me the link. I checked, and that was how I kept on checking on Heimstaden. If you are registering on Heimstaden, you need to be checking every day because they update apartments every day, so that you will be on point. You can even subscribe to their newsletter on Heimstaden so that you can know when apartment is vacant, so you can quickly apply for it. So that was what I did, and I got an apartment that says the agreement to start reading in August. Was it August? Yeah, okay, yeah. The agreement will start reading in August 1st. Meanwhile, I was supposed to get into Sweden August 17. My flight was August 17. So those free time. And I was like, hey, do I have to pay for a house that I didn't use August 1st to 17? So, and I did not pay. So I know that I was not ready to pay. I don't have the money at hand to pay that amount at that time because I'm a scholarship student. I don't have money. You people told me to come to Sweden, so I don't have money for apartment. So what I did is I emailed the landlord, because when you get the apartment you always see the landlord. So I sent an email and I explained my situation, that I don't have money to pay for the appointment. So I told them I'm a scholarship student, so I sent them my scholarship offer letter and stuff. But if you're not on scholarship, you can actually maybe send them your bank statement so that they will know that you're not just taking their apartment and then you will not use it. You can maybe send them account statement to show that you can pay, but just that you don't want to pay at that time. So I sent a money. I've not tried that what I told you, but I'm just suggesting, you understand? I just want to help you so that you will not waste money, you understand? Or maybe you will not waste your time when you get and you will not get house. a house to stay. So I sent an email to him explaining that no, I would not be in Sweden and I cannot pay now until I come to Sweden and so. And so he said, okay, no problems, just it's fine, just do whatever. And in my mind, my mind was, because I resumed 17th. So when I came into Sweden the following day, I went to take my key. I was even surprised. I didn't even know that they were, though I've signed the contract, but I was surprised. So when I came in, instantly I tried to like pay for the house. When I went to take the key, they didn't ask me for house rent. They only gave me the key. These people are so nice. They gave me the key without even asking me for my house rent. So I took the key, and after that day, I went to pay. I paid for my house rent. I paid for August and September. You know, in August I was not living there, but I paid them from August 1st. I paid for August, and so I paid September together. So I paid like two, because you know now August is already gone, and then September. So that was, I paid two house rent at once. So the following month, I just saw that they emailed me from Heimstaden. Hey, we saw that you paid two payments, blah 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 blah. But you told us that you will not be around in August, so there's no need for you to pay. But I was not like, but guys, I stayed there in August from 17th, and they said no, don't worry, you already gave us the excuse, and they refunded my money. They gave me back my first money, which means that August that I moved in, I didn't pay. I did not pay a dime. They refunded my money and just retained for the September. So I was so happy that, oh, so I don't know if it will work for you anyways, but that was what happened to me. Even people were like, wow, you lived out abroad free for a month. I said, I don't know, it's all God. You understand? It's all God. So my advice for you is, quickly, everything, let them know. I'm so sure with Heimstaden, and I'm sure of Studentbostäder, once they give you an apartment also, you can always reach out to them. But I don't use Studentbostäder. I use Heimstaden, that I'm very sure of. They are always approachable, and they have very good customer service. Oh, am I advertising for them? This video is not sponsored. I am just saying my honest reviews about them. So that is how you can get an accommodation. Now let me refresh your brain about everything that I have said. To get an accommodation, get registered on those housing agency. If you don't know the housing agency for your school, please send an email to your school and ask them. You understand? So they can give you recommendations, so you can quickly apply, because the earlier you apply, the better for you. When you get to Sweden, it's good for you to have your apartment ready. Okay, anyways, if you don't have it, they have temporary apartment for international students when you come in. That's another story. Okay, let me just say it. They have like temporary accommodations for international students when you move into Sweden. Every school has. I don't know, I know Linköping has, but it's not free. You have to pay every night. You have to pay a fee every night. So that's like additional cost for you. So the best thing is just for you to get your accommodation. So right now, as you are watching my video, once your admission letter comes out, or you can even try now to see if you can register in those housing agencies, so that it will be your point to be reading, and then for Heimstaden you can keep checking, so that you can know when an apartment is on. And let me also put it out there, if you want to pick an apartment, please be sure that maybe apartment that start from August, so that you will not go and pay extra fee. Maybe you go and pick an apartment that start from June, June, July, that you are supposed to come in September. So it's either August or September. Just check out for when they said it's open. You understand? They used to say open from, or you can move in from. You understand? So make sure you check that and make sure you register. Okay? Yes, I think that's all I want to say. And I'm going to be putting how the student apartment looks like now in this video. Please, if you've not subscribed at this point, please help your girl. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like. And I also want to thank you, everyone that have subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot even thank you enough. Honestly, I'm blowing all of you kisses. Thank you so much. So this is where I will draw the recording for today. If you still have any question regarding the accommodation, please, you can put it in my comment section. And if if you're maybe during your process of getting accommodation from somebody and you don't feel like you're doubting it, you can always reach out to me on my DM to help you make investigations. Okay, yes, because I don't want you cannot be watching Boss in the Land and fall victim. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Please share this video to whoever you know is coming to Sweden soon or maybe later. Yeah, this video is going to help them a lot. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.